The dark vacuum of space stretched endlessly, dotted only by distant stars. The lone human ship, Valiant, drifted quietly, a solitary speck against the massive alien armada. For centuries, humans had been considered primitive, a species unworthy of serious threat. But they were about to learn again that appearances were deceiving. Captain Mara Singh stared at the holographic display. Alien fleets, sleek and powerful, had pursued her across multiple star systems, seeking to eliminate any remnant of humanity. Yet something about this particular encounter felt different. The aliens moved with hesitation, as if they were aware of a trap they couldn't fully comprehend. Mara's fingers hovered over the control panel, her mind replaying the old schematics stored in her ship's memory core. The weapon she sought was no longer part of human fleets, discarded generations ago, written off as obsolete. It was a relic of a forgotten era, a piece of ingenuity that even the aliens assumed dead. A soft ping echoed through the cabin. Sensors detected an anomaly in the alien formation, a subtle energy fluctuation. A small smile tugged at Mara's lips. They were confident, overconfident. They believed that her single vessel posed no danger. The human ship accelerated quietly toward the center of the alien formation, invisible to most scans. She activated the hidden device, letting it hum softly, a dormant force awakening. The aliens, monitoring their instruments, would see nothing until it was too late. Mara steadied her breathing, the old weapon systems coming online. Its glow illuminated the cabin with an eerie light. Humanity's forgotten ingenuity was about to remind the galaxy why no species should be underestimated. The alien fleet staggered under the invisible assault, their formation breaking apart like fragile glass. Ships collided in confusion, shields flickering as Mara's ancient weapon exploited every weak point. The humans had long been considered predictable, courageous but reckless. But the Valiant was rewriting that notion in real time. Commander Vaylor's voice trembled over the comms. "Focus all energy on the signal. Isolate it." But every attempt to locate the source failed. The weapon didn't attack conventionally. It was intelligent, adaptive, almost alive. Every evasive maneuver the aliens tried only played into Mara's hands. Inside the Valiant, Mara remained calm, her hands steady on the controls. The ship's sensors fed her real-time data, and the weapon responded to subtle adjustments in pulse and frequency. One by one, alien vessels blinked out of existence, not with fire or explosions, but with a quiet, terrifying dissolution. A smaller alien scout tried to flank the human ship, hoping to force her into a defensive position. Mara anticipated it, sending a calculated burst from the forgotten weapon. The scout's hull shimmered and collapsed inward, leaving only drifting debris in its wake. Through it all, Mara thought of the humans who had designed this technology centuries ago, their brilliance and foresight hidden away, dismissed as irrelevant. Today, that brilliance was exacting its silent revenge. As the chaos spread, the aliens realized the horrifying truth. One ship, armed with the ingenuity of an entire species, could dismantle their fleet with precision they could not match. Panic rippled through the armada like a virus, their superior numbers meaningless against human cunning. The stars themselves seemed to witness the unfolding spectacle, as if the galaxy held its breath, watching a lone human ship turn legend into reality. The alien fleet's panic was now contagious. Their disciplined formations had dissolved into chaotic spirals of evasive maneuvers, energy beams firing blindly into the void. Mara's Valiant weaved between them, a calm eye in the storm, while the forgotten weapon pulsed with quiet precision. Sensors pinged continuously as alien ships scrambled to regroup, but every attempt only deepened their confusion. Shields flared and collapsed in unexpected patterns. Communications faltered, and the once mighty armada seemed to stumble blindly under Mara's silent orchestration. The aliens were fighting shadows, an invisible opponent who anticipated their every move. Mara's mind raced, but her face remained calm. Years of training, simulations, and instinct guided her hands. She didn't need to fire blindly. The weapon responded to her subtle cues, exploiting weaknesses she could see only because she understood how the aliens thought. Each flicker, each hesitation, was amplified into devastating effect. From the bridge of the alien flagship, Commander Vaylor's fury and fear warred within him. "Concentrate fire. Do not let them escape." But the fleet had already lost cohesion. Ships collided, engines failed, and the elegant lines of alien vessels were now broken, battered, and disabled, all without Mara ever being detected. A sudden pulse from the forgotten weapon created a wave of energy that disabled multiple command nodes at once. Mara allowed herself a brief smile. Humanity's long-forgotten ingenuity had become a weapon of unparalleled subtlety and efficiency. The aliens, despite their advanced technology and numbers, had underestimated the one thing they could never calculate: human creativity and adaptability. As silence spread through the remaining alien ships, Mara knew the tide had turned completely. What began as a desperate gamble was now a decisive advantage. The Valiant had become more than a ship. It was a statement, a warning to the galaxy that humans were never to be dismissed. The alien armada floundered. Vaylor's orders were ignored as panic rippled through the remaining vessels. Every sensor blip became a threat. Every maneuver seemed futile. The Valiant had turned the battlefield into a labyrinth only Mara could navigate. Mara's hands moved with quiet confidence, guiding the forgotten weapon as if it were an extension of her own mind. She targeted the command nodes, the power cores, the central engines, striking only where it would cripple, never overextending. Each pulse disassembled alien technology with surgical precision. From the flagship, Vaylor screamed in frustration. His elite warriors were powerless against a single human ship. Their numerical superiority was meaningless. Mara's calm, measured strategy exploited weaknesses they didn't even know existed. The humans were never the obvious threat, and now it was too late for them to react. The stars around the battlefield shivered with the silent energy waves. Alien vessels blinked out one by one, not in fire, but in sudden, inexplicable collapse. Mara watched the sensors tally each ship falling into quiet ruin. Her heart did not race. She was focused, disciplined. This was not revenge. It was precision, the execution of forgotten knowledge that humanity had preserved across centuries. Then the last few alien ships attempted a desperate strike, aiming directly at the Valiant. Mara anticipated every move, her hands a blur over the controls. A single pulse cascaded through the formation, and the strike was neutralized before it could begin. The remnants of the fleet drifted powerless, a shattered testament to their hubris. As silence settled across the void, Mara allowed herself a small, satisfied smile. Humanity's ingenuity, hidden, forgotten, dismissed, had rewritten the rules of engagement. One lone human ship had not only survived, but delivered an unforgettable lesson to an entire species. Underestimate humans at your own peril. The galaxy would remember this day. The void of space was quiet now, almost serene. The alien armada lay in disarray, scattered wreckage drifting like lost ghosts among the stars. Mara floated silently in the Valiant, surveying the aftermath. One ship, alone, had shifted the balance of an entire battle through cunning, patience, and ingenuity. A soft ping sounded from the ship's systems. Mara checked the communications logs. The aliens were sending fragmented messages, not of victory, but of confusion and disbelief. They had underestimated humanity, misjudged the legacy of human invention, and paid an instant price. Centuries of lost technology, forgotten by her own kind, had proven more potent than the aliens' most advanced weaponry. Mara allowed herself a rare moment of reflection. Humanity had survived countless threats, not because of brute force, but because they adapted, innovated, and remembered lessons that others forgot. The forgotten weapon was a symbol of that resilience, a testament to the cunning that had allowed humans to endure in a galaxy that often dismissed them. She set the Valiant on a steady course back to human space, the quiet hum of the ship echoing her thoughts. The battle was over, but its lesson would resonate, Stories would be told of the lone human ship that defied expectation, of the weapon thought lost, but now immortalized through action. For the aliens, the lesson was clear. No species, no matter how superior, could predict the unpredictable heart and mind of a human. For humanity, it was a reminder of their own brilliance and resourcefulness. Mara smiled, the weight of history on her shoulders, knowing that the galaxy would never underestimate humans again. And as the Valiant disappeared into the starfield, one truth remained undeniable. The Forgotten could still change the universe.